Hello, my name is Phil, and welcome to this episode of AllMonsters Go to Space. So today we're not going to be looking at a vampire from the world of mythology, but one from the world of cinema, as we look at the vampire species in the film Priest. So spoilers ahead. Priest is a 2011 American action horror film loosely based on the Korean comic of the same name. The vampires within the film are a race of ancient creatures that drink blood to survive, and are vastly different to the common view of vampires in folklore, but are still weak to daylight as it burns their skin, like many vampire interpretations in pop culture. They are pale, hairless, eyeless humanoids, something that possibly takes inspiration from Ridley Scott's Alien. The species lives in vast hives and colonies. They are mammals, but have a hive mind, like ants and bees. In the film we are told, there has always been humans and there has always been vampires, leading to a war that lasted for centuries, which devastated the planet, turning the surface into a wasteland. These vampire wars gave rise to a totalitarian government and religion known as the Church, who built walled cities and created a group called the Priests to combat the vampires, naturally occurring humans with genetic traits that gave them the upper hand over vampires. Inspired by Jedi Knights from the Star Wars franchise, says director Scott Stewart. After the formation of the Priests, the majority of the vampires were killed, with the remaining vampires being placed in special reservations. Known vampires within their hives consist of queens, the hive leader, who is much larger and has more bat-like features, with wings and large ears, certainly a nod to classic vampire folklore. We also have the hive guardian, which guards the outside of the hive, and yet again is much larger than the drones and has a canine-like appearance. But the vast majority of the hive are drones, who act as warriors and workers. Finally, at the very bottom of the hive, we have human familiars. These familiars were infected with a pathogen which slightly changed their physical appearance, giving them white, almost translucent skin and ice blue eyes. This pathogen also made them subservient to the vampire. The way the vampires farm these humans for food makes me think of the Morlocks from H.G. Wells's 1895 novel The Time Machine. Interestingly, the Morlocks also are subterranean and prefer darkness, as their eyes are sensitive to light. Unfortunately, the vampire's life cycle is not known, as they have been rendered nearly extinct, and only remnants of their civilization remain. In the film, we also see the creation of Black Hat, a new, unknown breed of human-vampire hybrid, of which Black Hat is the only known example. Black Hat was a priest, transformed by the Queen using her blood. This hybridization perhaps being made possible by the human priest's unique genetic traits. By creating Black Hat, effectively, the Queen used the human's own weapon, the priests, against them. Black Hat had all the abilities of a priest and vampire, but with none of their weaknesses, being faster and stronger than a human, but with sunlight causing him no issues. As for his appearance, after the transformation, he still remained remarkably human, apart from having two enlarged canine teeth and golden yellow eyes. As for his role within the hive, the exact details are unknown. He is subservient to the Queen, but seems to be in control of the drones. So unfortunately, that's all we know about the vampires in the film Priest. I do have some theories of my own, but I shall leave those for later videos. So until next time, I shall see you in the comment section and on Twitter.